Hello, students. Welcome to the science class. Today, we will learn about the communicable diseases from the second chapter, Health and Hygiene. Now, in this chapter, in the last class, we had already discussed about the non communicable disease, and where you had learned the names of few non communicable disease and which diseases are known as non communicable disease. Say, for example, those diseases which cannot be communicated or transported from one person to the other is known as the non communicable diseases. So, today we will learn about the communicable disease. Okay. Okay. So, communicable diseases are the diseases that is caused by the germs or microbes and which passes from a sick person to a healthy person. Okay, that means the diseases which can be passed from a sick to a healthy person are known as the communicable diseases. So these include the diseases like say malaria, common cold, chicken pox, etc. As in the picture you had seen in the slide, malaria means the disease which is happened due to the bite of mosquito, the common cold which is happening due to the viral diseases, and also chicken pox which is also a viral disease. Okay. So, this disease causing organisms. Now, you have to learn that is the communicable diseases are can be caused by certain organisms. Now, the germs they are found everywhere. So, the germs they grow, they multiply very rapidly. Thus, they are spread very fast and cause innumerable diseases. They can enter the body through infected or impure food, water, or even cut in the body. So, the four types of the microbes, what you can see in this picture, are the main organisms which are causing the diseases. So, first one where you can see it is the bacteria. So, these bacteria causing the diseases like tuberculosis, plague, pneumonia, typhoid, etc. Next is the fungi, which are causing the mainly skin diseases like ringworm, arthritis foot, jock itch, etc. Next one is the protozoa, which are responsible for amoebic dysentery as well as malaria. Now malaria is being happened due to the mosquito bite, but the main germ responsible is the plasmodium vivax, which is a protozoa. Okay, so malaria happened due to a protozoa only. And also the last one is the virus. The virus they can cause the diseases like cholera, common cold, flu, polio, measles, etc. All these deadlier diseases are being caused by the virus. So these are the disease causing organisms. Now the spread of communicable diseases, you can see there are different methods by which the communicable diseases are spread from one person to the other person. So we will discuss it now. First one is through air. That means say diseases like measles, like common cold, like influenza, they spread through air. Now how does it spread through air? When a sick person sneezes or coughs and it releases many germs in the air. So when this infected air is being breathed by a healthy person, he can also have the infection. Okay, that means a person who's suffering with all these diseases like common cold, influenza, etc., when they sneeze or cough, many germs are being released, and when the this infected air is breathed by a healthy person, then it can catch the infection. Okay, so this is one method through air the communicable diseases are being spread. Okay, so next one we are coming, that is the spreading of the communicable diseases by direct contact. Like the contact with an infected person or things used by him can spread the diseases. Okay, that is very easy example, that is when the diseases like measles, common cold, chickenpox, tuberculosis, they they can spread through the direct contact with the person suffering from these diseases. It's a direct communication. Like when a person is suffering with any of these diseases, directly it can interact or it can infect the other person who's coming in direct contact with those person. Okay, so by direct contact also the diseases can be spread. Next one is through the insect bite. Now here also you can see, like say for example insects like mosquito, like fly, they can spread the diseases. The mosquito spread the disease which is caused as the called as malaria. Excepting malaria, they can be as dengue, yellow fever, etc. So when the mosquito bites a person suffering from malaria, it sucks the blood and becomes the carriage of germs. So as I told before also, mosquito only carries the germ, but the main germ is the protozoa, naming as Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, depending on the different varieties of the malaria. But it has happened due to the germ protozoa, but mosquito is the only carrier. So when this infected mosquito bites the healthy person, germ is injected into the healthy person's blood, and the healthy person then suffer from malaria. Now next one is the transmission can happen through infected food and water. Say for example, when the food and the water, when they are not stored clean or in the hygienic condition, in it become say impure and infected. Now when this unhygienic food is consumed by a healthy person, he can have the serious disease like cholera, typhoid. Even in the picture you can see there is a pool. Now if a person is having say diarrhea or say any infectious diseases, and when the person is bathing or going inside the pool, then the germ is coming into the pool's water, and it can infect the other healthy person who's coming to use that water or bathe in that water. Even in the diagram you can see those foods, if are stored unconditionally or unhygienically, then it can cause the infection. So infection can happen through the food and the water. A very severe infection also can happen through wounds and cuts. Say for example, germs can enter the body through the open wounds as well as the cuts. So walking barefoot or leaving the wounds uncovered can be dangerous. Diseases like tetanus is a very important disease which can be spread if the disease or if it is the wound is left uncovered, and also proper injections are not taken. So we have seen that the communicable disease, that is the disease which can be transmitted from one person to the other, can be transmitted through several methods from one person to the other person. So I hope this is clear to you. In the next class, we will learn about the prevention of these diseases. Till then, all of you stay safe. Take care. Thank you.